Good morning, 7th grade. Welcome to today's lesson. Today is April 20. We are in Unit 7, Lesson 2. I hope you are having a good week, and I hope you are excited for school to open soon. I think we all hope it will. We are on page 82 and 83. Today, we will learn about past simple. Remember, present simple are words like I am, are, is, I run, I eat, I play. Today, we will learn how to make a verb in present simple for the past. For example, I ran yesterday. I ate this morning. I played last week. We must use a different verb if we are talking about the past. Yesterday, the past. So let's begin Unit 7, Lesson 2. Let's read this short story. I will read and you repeat. Bob. Remember, this is about Vesuvius, the mountain that exploded and destroyed the town of Pompeii. I will read, you repeat. Bob. Suddenly it was dark, and there were big black clouds over Vesuvius. People looked at the sky and waited. Soon, the clouds were over Pompeii, and the air was full of hot ash from the volcano. Then the hot ash filled the streets and houses. Lots of people escaped, but others stayed in Pompeii and watched the volcano. Many people died. On that day, 1900 years ago, life in Pompeii ended. No one lived there after that. Then, 100 years ago, people discovered Pompeii again. Now we can visit the town and find out about Roman life. Let's answer these true and false questions. First, the sky was dark. True or false? It says suddenly it was dark. So this is true. True. Number 2, there were white clouds over Vesuvius. True or false? Here it says there were big black clouds over Vesuvius, not white. Is this true or false? False. False. Number 3, ash from the volcano filled the streets and houses. Ash from the volcano filled the streets and houses. Look at your book. It says the air was full of ash from the volcano. It filled the streets and houses. So is this true or false? True. Number 4, many people escaped from Pompeii. Many people escaped from Pompeii. What is this word, escaped? Escaped means to run away. Run. They ran away from Pompeii so they would not die. Is this statement true or false? This is true. Remember, it says lots of people escaped. Many died, but lots escaped. Many and lots mean the same thing. Number 5, life in Pompeii started 1900 years ago. It's true or false? It's tricky. Look at this sentence. On that day, 1900 years ago, life in Pompeii ended. It didn't start, it ended. Start, I think in Kurdish is destpekidin. Start. To end is the opposite. Khalas, end, finish. Life in Pompeii did not start 1900 years ago. Life in Pompeii ended 1900 years ago. So this is false. Number 6, people discovered Pompeii again 200 years ago. Let's look at your book. Here it says, 100 years ago, people discovered Pompeii again. Is this true or false? You said false, you are correct. This says 200 years ago, but the book only says 100 years ago. So this is false. Let's read the true statements. I read, you repeat. The sky was dark. Ash from the volcano filled the streets and houses. Many people escaped from Pompeii. Let's learn these words. This is a lot of new words for you, but you can do it. This is hate. Repeat after me. Hate. I think we learned hate. It means you don't like. This is fill. If I put water into here, I fill. This is watch. Watch. For example, watch TV. This is like. This is look. I look at the computer. I look out the window. I look at the book. This is stay. This verb in Kurdish is mon bemina, stay. In English, stay. It means don't go outside. Because of coronavirus, I stay home, you stay home. This is discover. Discover. It means to learn something new. You discover new words in English. Scientists discover new animals. This word is close. I close the door. Close. This word is start. Remember start from the story means destpekidin, begin, start. This is visit. Visit. You visit friends over Ramadan. Visit. A guest, mehvan, when they come to your house, they visit. This word is live. Live. We all live. The opposite of live is this one, die. Die. So live is jian, die is mirin. Repeat after me, live, die. This is end. It's the opposite of start, end. End. Phone. Now this is a phone. If I use it, I can also say, I phone a friend. This is a phone. I phone a friend. So we use it as a verb, as an action, as well as a noun. This word is love. It is like, but very strong. This word is escape. Remember, run away, escape. Wow, a lot of new words. I will say, and you repeat, hate, look, start, visit, escape, love, live, stay, fill, watch, discover, end, die, phone, close, like. Now I will say, and you point. Point to visit, visit. Here it is. Point to stay, stay. Here it is. Point to look, look. Here it is. Point to like, like. Here it is. Point to phone, phone. The PH in phone makes a F sound, phone. Point to watch, watch. Here it is. Point to hate, hate. Here it is. Point to live, live. This is live. Point to escape, escape. Here it is. Point to die, die. Point to start, start. Here it is. It has this symbol because you start a video when you click this button. What is the opposite of start? End. Point to end, end. Point to fill, fill. Point to close, close. This sounds very similar to clothes, like I wear clothes, but clothes has a TH. Clothes does not have a TH. So repeat after me, clothes, 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 clothes. Point to discover. Here it is. And point to love, love. Remember Valentine's Day? It celebrates love. Let's go through them one more time. This time I will say a sentence in present tense and you repeat. I hate spiders. I fill my glass. He watches TV. I like reading. He discovers new animals. We stay home. We look outside. We start a lesson. We end a lesson. She closes the door. They phone a friend. We live in Hook. They visit Turkey. She escapes. I love summer. Spiders die. These are all sentences in present. Now, what if I want to use these words, all of these words, in the past? To use these verbs in the past, I must add ed. Ed. So I look in the present, but yesterday, the past, I looked. The only difference is I add ed. Looked. In present tense, if I look, or you look, or they look, or we look, we say it like this. But if she looks, we add an S. If he looks, we add an S. If it looks, or if Sarah looks, then we add an S. Okay, but in the past tense, we don't add an S. We just say looked. I looked, you looked, they looked, we looked. It's all the same. It's easier. So present tense, fill. What's the past tense of fill? Filled. Present tense, stay. What's the past tense of stay? Stayed. Present tense, watch. What's the past tense of watch? Watched. Discover becomes discovered. End becomes ended. Start becomes started. Visit becomes visited. Live, lived. Die, died. Escape, escaped. Like, liked. Love, loved. Hate, hated. Close, closed. Phone, phoned. So you tell me, what do we do to make a verb from present tense to past tense? We add ed. Sometimes the ed makes an id sound, like waited. Sometimes the ed makes a t sound, like looked. And sometimes it just makes a d sound, like filled. So you will just need to remember how to say each one, but when we spell, we always add ed. It might sound different, but every time we spell, we add ed. All right, I will say a sentence and you repeat. They looked outside. They looked outside. She filled her plate. She filled her plate. Okay, I will say and you repeat. We stayed home. He watched TV. He discovered new information. The movie ended. The movie started. She visited me. They lived in Duhok. The cat died. The people escaped Pompeii. She liked school. They loved summer. I hated spiders. I closed the book. I phoned my mom. Okay, a lot of new words. You will need to study these words to learn them. So looked makes a T sound. Filled makes a D sound. Stayed makes a D sound. Watched is T. Discovered is D. Ended, D. Started, D. Visited, D. Lived, D. Died, D. Escaped. So this one makes a T sound. You will just need to learn looked makes a T sound instead of a D. Watched makes a T sound instead of a D. Escaped. Liked makes a T sound. Loved makes a D sound. Hated, D. Closed, D. Phoned, D. Most of the time, so we always add ED. Most of the time it makes a D sound. D. But a few times, like looked, watched, escaped, liked, it makes a T sound. So review these words to make sure you remember them. Here are some words you probably know. I will say, and you say it in past tense. Play. You say played. Cook. Cooked. Dance. Danced. Jump. Jumped. Walk. Walked. Listen. Listened. Watch. Watched. Climb. Climbed. Phone. Phoned. Talk. Talked. Walk. Walked. Wash. Washed. Tomorrow we will continue learning these words and we will review these words and then we will finish this lesson on page 83. So for today, just review these verbs again and again until you remember all of them. Remember the rule to add ED if you want to make it past tense. And for homework, you can do page 80, just do page 80, parts 1, 2, and 3. In part 1, you will complete, here is the verb, put the verb in past tense. The verb here is be. The past tense of be is was. Was. So number 1 is was, number 2 is was, number 3 says look, put it in the past tense. Looked, add ed. Number 4 is wait, put it in the past tense, which means add ed, waited. Number 5 says be, remember what the past tense of be is? Was. Be, was. What's the past tense of fill? Filled. So finish this with the correct past simple tense verbs. For each of these words, add ed or d to make the past simple of these regular verbs. So the rule here is if you have a verb that, like dance, it ends in an e, so we don't add ed, then there's 2 e's. We just add d. If there's a verb like finish, what does finish end with? H, so we must add ed. What about phone? What does phone end with? E, so we simply add D. But if we have climb, what does climb end with? B, so we must add ED. Okay, so you will either add D or ED to each of these words. If you don't know the word and want to, look it up in a dictionary. And then again, you will complete each of these sentences with the correct past tense verb. Do your best, send it to me for homework, and we will finish Unit 7, Lesson 2 tomorrow. We will do page 83 tomorrow. Review these words and make sure that you know them. I will see you in live class tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Come to the link on Zoom. Study hard, and I will see you tomorrow. Good job, everyone.